Well, I'm very lucky. I have 22 identified Revolutionary War soldiers and four United Empire loyalists. So I have both sides. Um, and as most of you know, I am writing family stories using artificial intelligence because I don't have family stories handed down over time from anybody past my great grandparents. And so, consequently, how do you tell the story? So AI is really good at uh, social history and historical context and things like that. And so over time, over 40 years, I've written biographies of over 500 um, ancestors of mine. And I've written what I'm calling ABC biographies using AI based on my research to uh, to write a biography and then a memoir and then stories. And from all that come videos. I also have songs and things like that. But so that's what I've been doing. So of those 22, I have 17 that I've done almost everything that I want to do with them. The first one was Norman Seaver. Now, Norman is my fifth great grandfather. He was 40 years old in 1775. He had a wife and 10 children in Westminster, Massachusetts. And on April 19th, the writers sounded the alarm about Lexington coming through town, and he grabbed his musket, his kit, kissed his wife goodbye, and off he went with the Westminster militia. He was a lieutenant in the militia at the time. They marched 50 miles through Concord and Lexington and Menotomy and were in camp in Cambridge for 12 days. And it was mid-April, and so it was almost planting season on the farm. And so the older boys pitched in on the plowing, and everyone in town wondered if their men would return home alive. Now, can you imagine the shock, the fear, the frustration, the worry, and the hope in the minds and hearts of this family and all the families? Unbelievable, I think. One minute they were secure in their home and family, and then a shot was heard around the world and life changed. Would he ever come home? Norman did come home on 2nd May 1775, and life resumed, but the threat of war was present for 5 more years, and Norman served 2 more periods in 1777 and 1778 down in Rhode Island. 3 of his sons also served. The story in the book was written based on my biography of Norman, and I used a prompt for Anthropic Claude to tell me the homecoming story. What happened when he came home in early May, having marched back the 50 miles? It is historical fiction, but it might have been this way. It's what I imagined might have happened. So I've written things like this for 17 of my folks that were soldiers. I have them all in a compendium, which I'll give to Barbara, a link to it, that highlights everything I have for the ones I've done. Norman fell off the roof in 1777. He was building a church, fell off the roof and died very quickly. So there's another story there, which I haven't really told yet, but it's not Revolutionary War stuff.
Yeah.
So that's my story.
Wow.
As we know, each ancestor has a unique story. Every single one of them. No two are alike. I am touched deeply by each story, appreciating their service, their lives, their work, their family. Uh, this has been a fantastic journey. They all have hardships, they all have accomplishments, they all have joys, they all have sorrows, and I'm inspired and educated by them.